Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy.
Evening, folks. Thursday evening. It's 7:45. Hang on a minute. Put me in the middle. Been a quiet day. A really quiet day, actually. Done lots of surveys. Watched a couple of movies, which I'm going to review in a minute. So, spoilers. So, I'll pause in a minute, and then you can skip the next section if you don't want to hear about the movies. Yeah, it's been quiet, like I say. I've not done a lot. It's been one of them days where I've sort of not felt like doing anything, to be honest with you. The good thing is I am halfway through my Movember campaign, 15 days in. Whiskey and Coke to celebrate. £125 made so far. That's not bad at me, 250. I didn't think I was going to make 250, to be honest. I didn't think I'd stand much of a chance at all. But I thought I'd put 250 rather than saying 50 quid and then making 50 quid and going, yeah, I've done it. I wanted to try and raise as much as I could. As you can see, the beard and moustache is coming on. It looks a bit rough, actually. It's getting a bit much now, though. I tell you, it's very, very itchy. It's very scratchy, and I want to get rid of it. You can't actually see the full extent on the camera. It's actually quite thick and bad. One of my friends, Stephen Cook, said I need to keep it because it makes me look, I think he used the word distinguished. I don't know. I asked the wife went, Zzz. So that's that done. End of the month, mate, it's got to come off, I'm sorry. The wife can't put up with it much longer. Neither can I, like I said, it tickles and itches and, oh, no, I'm not a beard and moustache person. It's only when you start growing one like this that people don't get how much of a sacrifice it is to have a beard and moustache for a month when you don't grow one normally. I'm normally clean shaven or a tiny couple of days stubble. I mean, 15 days in, and I don't know what it's going to look like in another 15. It's going to be a lot thicker than this, I know that. It's funny, actually, because I was looking through the pictures earlier from day one. I've actually got pictures all the way through to today. And if you put them in like a little kaleidoscope pattern sort of thing, going round and round, it looks really, really odd. You know, I sort of go from all these different expressions with bloody hair appearing on my face at different intervals. It's very strange. Didn't have much post today. Deb keeps having something which most of you probably have on a daily basis, which is PPI claim forms. She keeps getting them off the same company all the time. Somebody called Ale or somebody from Newcastle on the Lyme, I don't know. But she keeps getting them, and all the time it's the same thing. Please fill in the form. Please fill in the form. She doesn't want to. You know, this is 4 days in and she doesn't want to. Forgot to mention yesterday, by the way, I finally took the courage to have a well man clinic. What it says, they send you a letter if you're between 40 and 74. What it says is you basically go along, your first time you go, you have your bloods tested, which I'm used to doing anyway. That's not a problem. I've got that next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. And then you have a follow-up appointment 2 weeks later on I think mine's on the 4th of December, I think it is, something like that. Yeah, it's the 4th of December. And that one then is for some more tests and basically questions and stuff about your lifestyle and your health and what have you. I haven't got that much of a lifestyle that can cause me any damage, to be perfectly honest. I don't do much physical work. I don't do much stuff like that. I can't anyway because of my condition. I only have the occasional whiskey and coke. This is actually the first one I've had for a week now, which is a miracle. I mean, occasionally what I do, I'll do one of the dry months to raise money for cancer research. That's something else I do. Now, I like a whiskey and coke, or I like a beer when I'm relaxing and watching football. And it's only if you're not an alcohol drinker that you think it's not a challenge. But it is a challenge. It is a challenge. It's like me saying to people who, who have cups of tea every day, stop drinking tea for a month. You know, I don't have whiskey every day. I don't have alcohol every day. But I do like to know it's there so that if I do fancy an alcoholic beverage in the evening, I can have one. If I can't, it's like, I want a drink of alcohol. Yeah. So, anyway, coming up, movie reviews. I'll pause it for now. Right, I finished watching a movie last night, and I watched the full movie last night. The movie I finished watching was called Bad Day for the Cut, and I give it 5. It's basically an Irish thriller, but it's strange. What it is, it's a farmer who lives with his elderly mother out in the middle of nowhere, and somebody comes along and kills her, caves her head in, basically, in the house. while he's asleep in this like a caravan thing that he's doing out, like a van, but he's turning it into like a mobile home outside. He's asleep at night and he hears a scream and he goes out and he sees this car driving off, and then he finds his mother dead on the floor. She had her head caved in. Thinks nothing of it, doesn't know who's done it, why, blah, blah, blah. Then somebody comes and tries to kill him. Make a right balls up of it. They literally, amateurs are us. They try and hang him and the rope's too short. The rope's too long, believe it or not. He literally just stands there after they kick the chair from underneath his feet. I told you there was a lot of spoilers. Anyway, he then gets one of these lads, kills one of them, gets the other one, and gets him to help him to find out what the bloody hell's going on and why they want him dead. And basically the film after that is just a long story of how he gets his revenge on people, the stupid situations the two of them find themselves in, and the inevitable bad conclusion to it all. But it's not bad. It's not bad, to be honest. It's not bad. It's held me going. It's held me. But the acting's a little bit naff. Susan Lynch is brilliant in it. But then again, I like Susan Lynch. I first saw her years ago in, I think it was Cracker. Was it Cracker? Yeah, I think it was. It was an episode of Cracker. And she was brilliant in that. She played a bit of a nutcase in that as well. But she was good. She was really good. And she's a fantastic actress. Very underrated, actually. Very underrated. I'm a fan of hers, I must admit. The second film was called The Night Comes For Us, and it's a Japanese martial arts film, but it has got to be one of the goriest martial arts films I have ever seen in my life. It's basically set now. It's a modern film. It's set now, and it's basically about a guy who's one of what is called the 6 C's, which is the triads, sort of people who keep things under control in the golden... Is it the Golden Triangle or the something triangle, Eternal Triangle or something? Anyway, he's part of that. And what his basic job is, if anybody, say, skimming off the top, they literally go in and wipe out the entire village. Men, women, children, the lot. Right? That's his job. But he takes pity, for some reason. He decides that he's had enough one day. And instead of killing this little girl who's on this beach, who he's supposed to kill, he actually kills the rest of his crew. He then goes on the run with this little girl. Now, what follows is the triads, one, trying to get him, and two, trying to get this girl, because, as they say, it's got to be shown as an example that this girl is wiped out. Now, the triads recruit one of his old crew from years before, who he used to be really, really friendly with. And what goes on after that is just literally bloodthirsty as hell. You see throat slit and blood spurting. You see one woman, which I've not seen before, trying to fight while holding her insides in. Her intestines are literally falling out around her hands and she's still trying to fight. You see so many people stabbed, killed, mutilated and slaughtered that I think the body count must be close on 100 kills in the entire film. And you see, there's no simple kills. You don't see like somebody get run over in it. Like, these are all graphic kills. These are all sliced throats, arms cut off, mashed brains. It's really, really, really horrendous. Now, for the action scenes, I'd give it 8 for action, because it's non-stop action literally all the way through. But for the gory content, I'll take some off that. I'll give it 6, because I don't think it needed to be that graphic. It was a bit over the top with the graphic blood and violence, to be perfectly honest with you. And at some points, it does make your stomach churn a bit. But I don't know the actors in it, because, like I say, it's Japanese. But the good thing is, there's hardly any subtitles in it. It's all English. It's not dubbed. They actually speak English in it, as I noticed. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, but there is some subtitles on it. But yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it in that respect. I don't know what I'm watching tonight, but I'm watching another one in a minute after I've done this. If I don't watch the England football match. But yeah, that's my movie reviews for today. So one got 6, and one got 5, and I'd say the other got 6. So it's, bad day for the cut, 5. The Night Comes For Us, 6. I've been looking at some stories today, and once again, it seems to be bad news or us. I've just been reading about a man who actually joined the force and became a policeman so that he could have access to vulnerable children. Now, if that ain't sick and twisted, then I don't know what is. I mean, this guy is seriously disturbed. He joined the police so that he could have access to vulnerable children. And I think he's accused of raping a 13-year-old girl or something like that anyway. But he's definitely not a full shilling in a million years. because he tried to take on a really, really responsible job in order to access his sick, perverted ways, you know. And when you think about that, it's very, very bad, and very wrong. What else? Oh my God, the entire page today has been littered with Brexit and Theresa May and the fact that she's knackered and, you know, she needs to go now before she makes herself look a complete nutter pillock, which I think is too late. I think she already has. I saw a fantastic thing on Facebook earlier on where somebody's done a mock-up of her sitting there asking if she can talk to IKEA. And then underneath it says, because I need a new cabinet, which I thought was funny. I just thought that was hilarious. I'm sorry, but she does need a new cabinet because they are literally, talk about abandoning the sinking ship. They are literally dropping her right in it, mate. They know that she is in deep and they're not prepared to hang on and hope for better things because it's not going to happen anyway, the better things. They're finished. It's not going to happen. Other than that, in the news today, I haven't noticed that much, to be honest. I'm trying to think. I did see some stories earlier, but they weren't that gripping as to make me think, oh, wow, that's amazing, you know, nothing like that. I'm trying to focus on good news, but there doesn't seem to be that much about, to be honest. It's my wife's birthday in 3 days' time. I don't know what we're doing yet. I think for Sunday, with it being on a Sunday, it makes it too awkward for us because we haven't got our own transport. So we're probably going to stay in, have a nice meal in, and then I'm taking her for a meal on Monday. We might go to a place in Blackpool called the Leighton Rakes, which is a Wetherspoon pub. And it's really, really nice. The food is fantastic. The atmosphere is brilliant. The ambience is fantastic. You know, it's one of them. It's got a downloadable app, so which helps me because I can sit there actually at the table, order the food at the table, pay for the food at the table, and then the food gets brought to my table, which is fantastic for me because I don't have to worry about carrying drinks and struggling with, you know, pint glasses or anything like that. And it's fantastic. I hope more pubs do it, you know, get these downloadable apps because you wouldn't believe what a blessing they are for disabled people. Because the worst thing in the world for me used to be when we used to go out for a meal, I would obviously want to carry the drinks back, but I could only carry them one at a time. So I've got a stick in one hand to balance me and a pint in the other. And I'm trying to get from my bar to the table, put the drink down, to go back to get another one, and it doesn't half make you feel like a right pillock, I'm telling you. And you don't know whether people are watching you because they're admiring you or because they're thinking, what a wet lettuce he is, you know. So it's nice that we can go somewhere where it can all be done at the touch of a button. That's one of them things where technology is fantastic, and I love technology in that respect. Because technology is one of them things where it can be the fantasticest thing in the world and can help you beyond means. But it can also be used for every sick, twisted, personal, perverted pleasure you want. You know, I mean, I've heard of people who've joined dating sites so that they can have access to women. I've heard of people who have got onto Facebook and made fake profiles so they can approach children, you know. And one of the things which absolutely amazes me, and this is just because I'm a member of a thing called Slotomania, and what it basically is, it's a big fruit machine place, and you play with fake currency, right? You can't play with cash. You can't put 50 quid in it, and if you put 50 quid, you're only buying fake currency. But what it is in this game, what you do, you collect these cards, which go into albums, which give you more coins, basically. And people actually take the time to scam people out of cards. They will say to them, I'll trade you a card for 50 stars. They send the card, and then the person will just literally delete the profile and wipe the friendship out completely. This is a virtual game, right? You can't win any cash on it whatsoever. Nobody can cash out any money. You can't win no pennies at all. And people are literally scamming people out of cards. Some people are even selling them on eBay. I think the world's gone mad. But when you're playing this game, what cracks me up is, I'll spin this wheel for free each day, each couple of days. And they'll say to me, do you want another spin? You can win 4 million coins, and it's only $50. That's 40 odd quid to me. Do you think I'm going to spend 40 odd quid spinning a virtual wheel for virtual currency? You must have another boat coming in, mate, because there's no chance in a billion years I would ever do anything like that. The only gambling I do is with fake money, fake currency, and no credit card details. Get it in your head. I won't do it. I will not spend money on virtual currency. Ain't me. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm done for now, and I will do another video tomorrow. You all take care. Bye for now.
If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.